Happy Valentine's Day. It is day 3 of my journey with Vaginal Kung Fu. I'm on the rooftop of the apartment building, the Sanctuary of Beauty, where I live with Tony. It's the first time seeing him in a few days, and I feel a little bit awkward. He's still about to get off work, and so yesterday I pulled cards in the morning. One was Maeve, Cycles and Rhythms, and another one was Morgan Le Fay, Rhythm. And I've always asked myself and wanted to be like in tune with my own unique rhythm. I have a whole poem about it. I'll link below. It's about like being like aligned with like the heartbeat of Mother Earth and in your own divine timing. And so I've been keeping a dream journal as part of this practice, and I asked my jade egg to show me in my dreams the rhythm of my own rhythm. And last night was also the first live coaching call for VKF, and Kim and Ami led a group like guided meditation, and in it she had us we were talking about this idea of the lifting the skirt, and in many cultures and in many times the power of the vagina was used to ensure good crops. Women would go with no underwear and squat over the crops. Exposed vaginas have stopped wars. And so this idea of like having a beautiful skirt on, lifting it to face any obstructions that will come, like, you know, misdirected anger, fears I have about the relationship, money issues, just like lifting your skirt to it. And this idea of and it was very fun, and Kim was saying like lean into that irreverence, the play, you know, like be outrageous, because when you allow yourself to be outrageous, then you go outside of all the programs and conditioning. And she said, you know, that's what she made her brand about, and that's actually one of the things I love about her is her irreverence and humor. And I thought she was just like this pop, like surface person, and I actually found her kind of annoying. But now that I connect with her, I feel like she's the real deal. She's in a deep path of spirituality, and the fact that she can attract so many people and use and speak simply in a way that's real, I think that's great. Like, I feel like the true sign of intelligence is being able to explain something in a really simple way. So this thing of being outrageous. And actually today, a customer at the store, I asked him how he's doing, and he said outrageous. And I was like, wow. I was like, what does that even mean? He's like, I don't know. And I said, outside the box. And she had us like dance with the skirt on and ask our vagina to set the rhythm. She said that. And so when I did that, I moved really slow, but then it started to shift, and I realized my rhythm is erratic. At least it was during that meditation. And it also reminded me that so there's like some core practices that Kim suggests. They're called the 5 Tibetans, and they're mostly like dynamic yoga poses, but there's one where it's like the whirling dervish, where you just spin, and she says, you can do it from up to like 7 times to 21 times. And I've been doing 8 reps of each of these, and that one, like when I did it yesterday, I felt dizzy and it doesn't feel good. And like while I did the rest of the 4 practices, I actually felt nauseous, and I felt nauseous for a while. And I was thinking, spinning has been something I've wanted to do because I know how good for you it is, and that like children love spinning, and I used to love roller coasters. I still do, but I feel a little nauseous now, and I've had vertigo a few times, and it's been so uncomfortable. and when I used to dance Indian classical dance, and there's spinning in it sometimes, and it was hard for me. So I was telling myself like, oh, like it's gonna suck at first, but like if I do it every day, I'll get used to it, and I'll be so much better at it. And it just occurred to me like, oh, or I could just do less, like go slower or do fewer reps. Maybe that would be honoring my rhythm. And actually, me filming this video right now is an example of that. I was actually going to come home, walk to the grocery store and get like ice cream to serve, because I made this healthy chocolate cake. Thanks, Amma. She gave me the recipe. It's so good. But it's like a lava cake, so it's good with ice cream. And when I went outside, I was like, I just felt like it was cold, and I feel tired. I'm about to start my moon cycle. And I was like, I don't need to do this right now. And I was wondering when I would have time to make this video anyway tonight. And because the first breakout call is tonight. So there's I love the support of this program. There's a coaching call every week. There's a group healing every week. And then there's a breakout call where you can talk to other people. And that's tonight. So I kind of don't want to miss the first one. Because, it's like the magic, the web, like anyone I meet, I'm meant to meet. And it would be cool to nurture it from the beginning. Yeah, I never would have done that before. It's like a 5-minute walk. I would have just done it. And it's like, no, I'm going to actually listen to my body. And it's great. And now I feel much more spacious. So that was a huge breakthrough too. And actually this morning, I felt really tired and still had some of that like dizzy feeling. And so I'm like, oh, I'm not going to do the core practices today. And I'm like, what a revelation, right? That I can just choose and know that my intention to make a practice of doing these things is still going to happen if I am gentle with myself and listen to my body, which is the whole practice anyway. It's what it's all for. Oh, and so one woman brought up like this, this idea of like listening to your vagina as a compass. And this one woman is saying, well, I try to follow my heart because sometimes my vagina, like I feel like it would lead me the wrong way. Like what if she makes choices out of lust? And I love this, Kim Anami was distinguishing between like, it's sort of like if a cervical orgasm is like the most surface, it's like what appeases the clitoris, like, some kinds of porn, maybe like gangbang or, whatever. But then if you go into your cervix and ask what she wants, the cervix doesn't want that. So it's like kind of like junk food versus like whole food. There's no moral judgment about any of it, but it's like when you are listening to your heart, but you listen to a wounded part of yourself, right? Then it's not the same as listening to like the part that is like the most deep core of you. And so, I've been like loving checking in with my vagina, just asking like, how do you feel? And a lot of times she feels like peaceful, happy, excited, and very different from how my mind feels. So that's been really cool. Oh, I got cold. And today I pulled cards about strength and flexibility and play. So I also sold 3 cards, a painting, and an oracle deck today. Hadn't been selling any of the spiritual stuff at the cafe in a while, so that felt good. And along with the Vagina Magic, I listened to a guided meditation from this woman I love, Donna McCallum, around the frequency of money, like tuning into, actually I'll share this because it's so powerful, it was for me. So you tune into the energy of money in like your city, like just all the transactions going on, all the different, you can picture it like color or light or, and then imagine the country and then the world. And when I connect to the spirit of money, it's like a personal thing, like an entity that I relate to. But when I saw money in this way, like I saw it just like a cosmos, like so big, like no limit, right? I mean, imagine all of those transactions happening, all the give and take, this massive current with all of these points, and then I thought, oh yeah, like to just be a channel for relatively tiny part of it, whatever it is that I want to earn a month, like it's such a tiny part to like be a receptacle that allows money to easily move in and out. So I'm excited to see if that continues to flow more, which I'm pretty sure it will. So I was listening to a video by Amanda Ellis. I love her. She's a great channel, and she makes these amazing sprays. Blessed by Archangel Metatron. I was watching a video of her about twin flame energy, which I don't always relate to, but she was speaking specifically about the archetype of the masculine right now releasing and needing to experience a lot of old anger, and the feminine feeling protective. And I was really feeling that Tony and I are playing out this archetypal energy, and that like a justice is being asked to be restored. And so, yes, going like back into each of our own alignment, and interact from a clear place. And she said at the very end that, what comes forward, like the hope is returning to beauty. And it was like the card of the sun and gold. And my home with Tony is called the Sanctuary of Beauty. Like that name came in years ago when it was Tony's apartment. And I remember when it came in, I was both surprised and not. I mean, beauty is God to me. Beauty is truth. Beauty is love. And beauty comes in often as like a touchstone for like who I am, why I'm here, like to create and to share beauty in the world. And so when I came in for his apartment, I was like, oh, but Tony's also, he's a photographer, and of course is also connected to the way of beauty in his being. But now that it is my home as well, the beauty that we create in union as the balanced divine masculine and feminine that we each carry.